Yeah, you're good.
Just stay here. I mean, really, stay here and let them bring the other people in.
Yeah.
Do it. You're paying for it.
No more important anyway. All right, good afternoon, members of Congress, experts, and speakers. My name is Chris Lyle, and it is my absolute honor to stand in front of all of you today. For those of you that don't know me, I am a podcaster. I have one of the biggest platforms in the state of New Jersey, and it's called Jersey Coast Emergency News. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and jcenews.com. I'm also a proud operating engineer, and which is my biggest accomplishment and the most important job to me is I am a father to a beautiful, perfect 4-year-old girl.
Woo!
I got involved after a young boy was murdered in Barnegat, New Jersey, in the same county in which I reside in. The killer was the boy's father. The accomplice, Ocean County DCP&P and the Ocean County Prosecutor's Office. This young boy, Corey Mikolo, was only 6 years old. He was a beautiful little boy. He was full of life and had tremendous potential. His father, whose name I will not say because he doesn't deserve to be heard of until the day he dies, would force his son to run on a treadmill. Corey would fall off the treadmill and his father would force him back on it. After numerous times of him falling off of it, his father bit him on the head. This was caught on surveillance footage, and what did DCP&P do? They did nothing. They allowed visitation to continue, which ultimately led to Corey's death, only days later. This mother didn't complain once, she didn't complain twice, she didn't complain 5 times, 10 times, 15 times. There's over 20 DCP&P records showing that she is called to make complaints. If that's not appalling to you, I don't know what is. 33-year-old Lauren Semanchik, a beautiful, beloved veterinarian, and 29-year-old Tyler Webb, a beloved firefighter in the same county I reside in, was killed on August 1st of this year. It was a double homicide in Franklin Township, New Jersey. Dr. Semanchik, for the longest time, tried to get a restraining order on an ex-boyfriend, a state trooper who worked on Governor Phil Murphy's detail. Lauren made numerous complaints to police. They did nothing. The courts did nothing. The prosecutors did nothing. Why? Because this man's career was protecting the government. I'm all for backing our men and women in blue and law enforcement. The men and women who wear the badge with pride and uphold their oath to protect our people every single day are the greatest parts of our community. Not knowing if they will come home, kissing their children, their wives, their husbands goodbye, they never know what they will be responding to throughout the day or what dangers await. Even the quietest towns have some of the worst days in history. But we need to hold our police accountable when they commit crimes. There's one thing a good police officer hates more than the dirtbag criminals on our streets, and that's a bad cop that hurts the reputation of the good officers. Sadly, Franklin Township failed Lauren and Tyler. They're both dead. Now they need to hear from you. They need to hear from those who represent us. After talking about Tyler and Lauren on my platform numerous times, women came to me telling me their stories. Women who are law enforcement officers themselves have came to me telling me what's going on. I've had women who are doctors, women who are nurses, women who have professional careers, educated women, coming to me and telling me what is going on. That is when I partnered up with a man named Nick Luciano of Safeway out in New Jersey. He goes into these situations and he helps get these women out of domestic abuse situations. Cameras are getting installed in their homes so they feel safe. He also teaches them self-defense courses, all for free of charge. These women all feel safer because of his actions. This has shown me that it only takes one person to make a significant change in someone's life. In the county where I've been talking about, where all these crimes are being committed, a woman police officer came to me who had a child with another police officer from a different jurisdiction. The male officer, a domestic abuser, shot a gun at the ground in a way to silence and intimidate her. The prosecutor's office didn't launch an investigation. There wasn't even a police report filed because the officer was employed in the same town the incident took place. If we can't have police officers defend women police officers who wear the badge, how can we expect them to protect our daughters? With my platform, I reach people all across the country, mainly in New Jersey, but it has branched out to be a nationwide platform. I have gotten involved quite a bit. The Ashley Bourne Foundation, helping children battling pediatric cancer, holding public officials accountable, busting child predators, live on my platform, getting involved in things that police refuse to investigate. When I get involved and I expose certain things that police are refusing to investigate, things get done.
Amen.
Most recently, a creep in Randolph was leaving pictures of his genitalia and graphic sexual letters on the windshield of cars. The police said they can't do anything, just to report. To me, that's not good enough. Are these women being followed? Are they in any danger? Can they be raped? They need to be taken seriously. We need to get these people off the streets. Well, after I posted about it, I tagged every single legislator, senator, mayor. I called every single one out. Democrat, Republican, I don't care. A few days later, the man was arrested. He's a 75-year-old man, and now he is behind bars. We have a problem listening to women in this country. As a Republican man standing here and telling you this, I'm here to tell you that it is a man's world. Okay? Women have been silenced. These women are our mothers, our sisters, our daughters, and I'll be damned if someone in power never listens to my daughter.
Thank you.
To a system that is supposed to protect her and instead hurts her, you will create an uprising even worse than an angry mother. You do not want to deal with the pissed off father who needs to protect his daughter.
Amen.
Today, this all ends. With members of Senate and Congress listening to us, our women are not sex objects, our children are not for sale. Proverbs 31:8-9. Open your mouth for the mute, open the rights for all who dispute. Open your mouth, judge righteously, defend rights of those who poor and needy. And Peter 3:7. Likewise, husbands, live with your wives in an understanding way, showing honor to the woman as the weaker vessel, since they are the hairs that you are, and with you are the grace of his life, or grace of life, excuse me. These verses tell us that men need to protect women.
Right.
Women need to be honored,
Amen.
treasured, respected.
Amen.
Anyone that does not do that is a threat to society.
Amen.
I promise you, I am not going to stand by idly. I am going to continue to speak up. I promise you, I will use my platform to fight for accountability. We need to hold judges, prosecutors accountable when somebody dies, and my God-given rights, my constitutional rights are not upheld by the ones who are supposed to protect them.
Right.
When a doctor messes up a surgery or a nurse gives the wrong medication, what happens? They lose their licenses. What happens when a prosecutor or a judge does something? They go to the next case.
That's right.
This needs to end. It needs to end now. And it needs to start here with the members of Congress. Currently, politics in my state of New Jersey is a danger to my daughter. DCP&P is taking children away from fit parents while leaving them with abusers. A domestic abuser, as my Senate president is a domestic abuser. Okay? Democrats have bowed down to this man. For the last 25 years, I have had a Democrat Assembly and a Democrat Senate. This needs to end. We need to start holding these people accountable. This is my Senate president, and I hope you're watching this, because you're a scumbag. Okay? You put a gag order on your wife, your ex-wife. After you put a gag order on your own ex-wife, and she can't even talk about the abuse you put her through, and you're telling your constituents that we should not be believing all these domestic violence stories. You're a piece of shit, and you're a scumbag, and you need to be taken out. Attorney General in my state who has not released domestic violence cases that are required by law. Who are we protecting? My platform is working hard to try to elect leaders who are going to make changes, and I'm working every day to elect Republican Governor Jack Ciattarelli. We need a Republican Assembly and Senate. We need to clean the House and clean up the corruption that's been taking place over the last 25 years, and that starts for the current Democrat leadership in the state of New Jersey. To all members of Congress and the Senate, you also have a huge role to play. That is by reviewing and moving forward with the Family Justice and Accountability Act. We need to protect our families, protect our children. Every single child is a child of God. As service of God, it is imperative that we protect all of God's children. That means we will protect each other. Thank you for allowing me to be the voice of reason, and God bless America.
Real men in this room today, and we want to honor them. They're wonderful. We have so many. Stand up, you guys, because you guys are just